Hey guys, what's up? So, first off, yes, I am wearing Harry Potter pajamas. I love pajamas. I pretty much come home and put pajamas on. Like, anyways, so as you can see, I'm not strapped into my contraption, and we're gonna talk about why and what happened with that because super pissed me off on a couple different occasions. So, we found out that I have tears in my cartilage and my ligaments in this shoulder. So, I went, and it's dislocated. It was dislocated, and now it's just like severely subluxed, which, for those of you who don't know, it's like a partial dislocation. Basically, a couple centimeters moved, I had to be completely dislocated again. So, when we went to the surgeon, he was like, I don't really think that surgery is going to be the answer. And he was like, oh, and you need to make sure you're using it, and blah, 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 blah. Leave it in the sling. What? Well, if it helps with your pain, leave it in there. Okay. First off, there's not a lot that helps with my pain. Yeah, so there's not a lot that I can do outside of where I am, you know? Anyways, my left arm has been what has taken over for my daily activities since the first surgery on my right arm, which I am right-handed. So you can imagine all of the changes I had to make to be able to use my left hand. And now it's just kind of out of order. The pain clinic wants me to use it and keep it out as much as I can tolerate, but also refuses to bump me back up to like Norco or Percocet or something like that after I asked them to take me down. And the person that I had seen before who was like, yeah, we can take you down, I was like, okay, we can always go back up, right? And they were like, oh yeah, absolutely, no worries. Well, it turns out that she's freaking retarded. When I went in there, they're like, we don't really think if that's a good idea at this time, blah blah blah. Some of my numbers had came back abnormal. Now they're normal again, and even by their standards, because their standards are like almost a whole 40 points different than the like civilian world standards. I mean, I don't know, the hospital that I go to for like my PCM and stuff, where they send their labs, I was never outside of the limits, so anyways, that happened and they wanted to get it checked out, and yes, I did have some issues with my liver, nothing like super extreme, and like I said, everything is back to normal as far as that goes. Obviously I need to lose weight, I need to do that no matter what, so we are working on that. But I have gotten approved for aqua therapy, so I'll just basically, all that means is I do my physical therapy inside a pool so that I'm not constantly dislocating and things like that, so sorry. Anyways, but my pain has gotten to the point where I am throwing up sometimes, and that is where I draw the line because that grosses me out so much. So we're trying to get them to understand that I need something more. So they did try to work with us some. I lost my temper with the first guy because they were trying to say I was getting prescriptions from different doctors in different places, and that was not the case. For some reason, the hospital put in the name of my primary care instead of my doctor at the pain center. So that was super fun. I was like, listen, if you're not going to do anything to help me anyways, then just discharge me so at least somebody else can do something for me. Because for those of you who don't know, when you are seeing a pain clinic, you can't go to any other doctors except for in the emergency room to get anything for pain management. Like the emergency room, that's it. They can give you whatever, but anybody else, that's a no. That's breaking your contract, and they can refuse to continue treatment with you. So that's part of the reason it was so frustrating. And then it was like, well, you guys aren't even willing to help me in the way that I know I need help after you said that it would be no big deal. But they're like, since last time your numbers were not right, we don't want to take that chance again. So here we are. I am extremely frustrated, but we're getting there. I don't really know what else to say as far as this situation goes. Everybody's just pushing me off to the next person. So, you know, same old, same old. I am having a nerve conduction test done to see if that could be part of the shoulder pain. So, luckily, they did put in for that. That is something, and something that they say they can actually fix if that is the case. So hopefully we're getting closer to answers as far as that goes. It is extremely painful. Yeah. Anyways, you guys, if you have any suggestions, things that you do for shoulder pain, maybe you've torn ligaments or cartilage in your shoulder, let me know different tips and tricks that you used, because who knows, I may have never thought of that. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know what you think. Bye.